What's up, you guys? My name is Selena Amor and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be recapping Canada's Drag Race episode 7? 8? I don't know. Whatever episode this is, we are going to recap it today. Today's episode, they did a ball, which we love a ball challenge. Balls are so fun, and yes, I am talking about both balls. Yes, they did a ball. It was Masquerade themed, and they had to present 3 different looks, one of which they had to create themselves, which we love design challenges. I mean, creativity. I'm learning how to sew right now, so we love design challenges. But yeah, also, this just randomly got announced during the episode. It is the semifinals, and we have a top 4 now, which we will talk about later. And one of my favorites got eliminated again. I don't know what is up with the trend of my favorites going home. I'm not happy with it. I don't agree with it. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and glue down my brows, do all my stuff off camera, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we went ahead and finished up our foundation off camera. We used our classic Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm just so in love with it. I look, you need to stop using it because it's so expensive and I don't have to, because it is so expensive and I don't want to have to buy another one soon, but she's not lying when she says airbrush flawless, baby. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the rest of my makeup and get into the episode. Also, sorry if you hear like noise in the background. People are watching movies and I'm not about to tell them to turn it down. What? Ruin the party? Hell no. So starting off, there wasn't a mini challenge this episode, but they did have a really cute moment where they got to call each of the girls' families and significant others and friends and give a little message from home because it is like 8 weeks into the competition. So I feel like that was very needed for all of the girls just to get, you know, that little push forward and that little extra pep in their step from a message from their loved ones, you know? And I'm not even gonna cap, I was crying at some of them, like Fierce Delicious, Kimmy, Giselle, literally all of them. I was crying. They were just so sweet. One thing Canada always will have and does very well is emotional moments, because even in this episode, whenever Kimmy was talking about her experiences, it was very like, Canada gives you the talks that need to be that need to be happen, and they aren't afraid to have it, and I love that about Canada because we have had so many great conversations on this season, so I'm very happy about that. But going ahead and getting into the ball, we had the Masquerade ball, which was Masquerade themed. It was very fun. I was low-key living for this. I've been wanting like a Masquerade kind of design challenge for a while now, and I'm very happy that we got a ball out of it because we love the ball. So the 3 categories were Mask for Mascara, which is kind of like a gender-bent, androgynous kind of runway. And then we had Incognito, which was an undercover drag queen, which basically you had to like come out as some normal girl and then reveal into a drag queen, which I thought was a really fun category, and there was some pretty fun looks, so we'll get into that. And then the last category, which they had to create themselves, was, what was it called again? Masquerade Eleganza, which they were given a mask and they had to design an outfit based off of the mask that they were given. So I'm gonna go ahead and waste no time and go ahead and start getting into the runways because we did have a lot. We had, what's 5 times 3? My public school is showing, I'm sorry. 15, that's what it is. We had 15 looks on the runway tonight, which is quite a bit of looks, honestly, but honestly, if you really think about it, like, a normal US season of Drag Race has 14 girls about, and all of them having runway. It do be feeling like a lot, not gonna lie, so I am glad that they pushed the ball later on in the season. I do like how on the US season it is earlier in the season because, you know, more exposure and the girls get to show off more. But on international seasons and like All Stars, I love the ball being towards the end because it just reminds me of old school Drag Race. Like normally the ball would be the penultimate challenge and it would be, you know, whoever made it through the ball made it to the finale, and that was a big deal. So I low-key miss that about Drag Race, and I'm glad that they brought that back for this season. So for the first category, we had Mask for Mascara, which, like I said earlier, was like gender bendy kind of drag, you know, mask for mask very much. And we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So first up, we had Jada Shada Hudson, and I loved this crystallized pinstripe suit. It was so fierce. She was serving you pimp on the runway. I was living for it. Oh my god. Jada was so fun on honestly all of the runways. Like her banter with the judges on her last outfit whenever she was doing like the slow turn. That was Jada was just having so much fun on this runway tonight. But yeah, I thought she looked absolutely gorgeous. I mean, nailed the category down, baby. Like honestly, that suit is so gorgeous. Like I would wear that out of drag. I would wear it in drag. Like, oh, I love that suit. Next up, we had Miss Fiercelicious, and she was paying homage to Matthew Anderson, who is so iconic. If you don't know who Matthew Anderson is, he is a makeup artist, drag queen extraordinaire. Oh my gosh. He is responsible for doing RuPaul's makeup up until Raven started doing it, and I love Raven to death, but baby, nobody paints Rue like Matthew did. Every time that Rue painted Matthew, like every episode from season like 1 through, when did Matthew leave? Like season 8? Baby, Rue looked so gorgeous throughout every season in that time period. All the logo days, baby, Rue was painted down. And then they moved to VH1, and then Raven became the makeup artist for Rue. And I mean, Raven does a good job. Rue looks so beautiful now, but it did take her a while to find Rue, like find Rue's face. I remember season 9 and 10, baby. Whew, Rue was kind of looking a mess. It wasn't until like season 11 and 12 that Raven finally got Rue's face down and she wasn't looking all crazy. Baby, we remember that first episode of season 9. But yeah, I thought Miss Fiercelicious looked so gorgeous. I loved how like structured her beard was. The mint green suit with the train. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. And then you can't see it in the picture right now, but she turned around and she was showing some gorgeous bedazzled crystal lingerie peeping through on the back. It was so good. Honestly, spoiler alert, Fiercelicious won the ball, and honestly, this look was probably the main reason because it is just so iconic and paying homage to Matthew Anderson, an icon. Sorry y'all, I had to snatch my nose real quick. We cannot breathe. Ooh. It looks so good. I cannot. Oh, I look so hot. Next up, we had Vivian Vanderpuss, and she was coming as like miraging and like meshing of different types of eras of masculinity, which I thought was a cute idea, but I just didn't like her execution of it. I didn't like the latex. I didn't really like the fit of the outfit. It was just like baggy, and baggy latex is just a trend we're seeing in drag, I guess, because lots of the girls have been having baggy latex. As much as I love Vivian, not gonna lie, she was kind of struggling this episode. I mean, we are at the point in the competition where it is splitting hairs, eliminating and putting girls in the bottom, I bet. I mean, judges really had their work cut out for them this week because there really was like, I mean, yes, Vivian did struggle, and spoiler alert, she got eliminated. I don't want to talk about it. But she really did like turn it. Yes, her looks were like compared to everybody else, her looks weren't that good, but I mean, she still turned it. Like I feel like in a ball in another season and she was doing it, she would have won. But also Vivian is just that girl, so I don't know. Next up we had Kimberly Couture, and I loved this look so much. She was going for like old Salvador Dali type kind of guy, and with the makeup and the boobs out, oh my god, she looked amazing. And she had pants on for once. I thought it was so funny whenever Brooke and Brad were like, you have pants on, it is such a big moment. Yeah, that was really funny. That got me together. That was a good laugh that I needed. But yeah, I thought Kimmy looked absolutely gorgeous, and I love how Brooke gave her props for being a trans woman and putting a beard on her face, because you would feel very dysphoric and very kind of like, oh, whenever you put that on. And I'm sure that is what Kimmy was going through. So I'm very proud of her for doing that. And, I feel like there would have been some like other trans women that if they had that category, they would have done something different. But I'm glad for Kimmy going the extra mile and going out of her comfort zone, really, to bring the look to life because, like Brooke said, it really did elevate it. And then lastly for this category, we had Giselle Lullaby, and she was going as a Jean Paul Gaultier reference, and I lived for it. And I lived for it. Girl, sorry, I just burped. Not again. But I was living for it. I love Jean Paul Gaultier. He is one of my favorite designers, and I do love how he does play with androgyny quite a bit. So it was a very fun category, and I loved seeing Giselle's take and, being inspired by Jean Paul. Ooh, we look snatched. And I haven't even added my white concealer yet. Period. Alrighty, you guys, so I went ahead and finished up my foundation and did a little bit of powder on camera. I'm going to bronze and do all that stuff on camera and talk about the other category, but mainly because I got a new like bronzer blush highlight palette that I really wanted. It's the Kimchi Plastique Tiara, what's it called? Nude Sensation collection. It is very pretty. Girl, when I tell y'all, look at this palette. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Also, look at them. Like, I wish I could look like that. Ugh. But yeah. We're going to dip into this, and we're going to go ahead and get into the next category in the ball. So, the next category that we had was Incognito, which was an undercover drag queen. And I really liked this category. We had some very fun looks, so let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we had Vivian Vanderpuss, and she was coming out as a chef that transformed into a spaghetti drag queen. And I honestly lived for this look. Out of all of Vivian's looks, this one was my favorite for sure. It was just so campy, so fun, so Vivian. Like, I couldn't see any other girls doing this kind of concept thing except Vivian. So, props to her mama because she ate it. This bronzer is fierce. I'm mixing the two in the palette. Baby, you better work. Okay. Quick little pro makeup tip. Use 2 shades of bronzer because it just gives you more depth and definition, and then later I'm going to go in with a deeper shade to contour and add even more definition. Just using a lot of colors on your face gives you all the definition that you need and will really make your makeup look good. Next up we had Giselle Lullaby, and she came as this little nerdy girl and transformed into this beautiful drag queen. I loved this look so much. Giselle looked so beautiful in that gown. I just loved the gown. It was so gorgeous. Tina Burner would have loved this. Oh my god. Tina, bring me the axe. Other than Tina Burner, I thought she looked very gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I loved that little wig. I don't know what it was. It was like a cap that like went into a wig. I don't know what it was, but girl, I was living because she looked so good. Right now I'm just going in with this Dragon Beauty brightener powder and just, amping up everywhere where I highlighted to give me that little, snatched look. Next up we had Jada Shada Hudson, who was a drag queen that turned into a slightly more reflective drag queen. I lived for whenever Brooklyn said that. It was so funny. But I don't know. I wasn't too crazy about Jada's Incognito look. She did just come out in a black dress and then revealed into a silver metallic-y mirror dress, which was cute, but I don't know. All the girls were going out of the box with their concepts, and Jada just went for a little black dress into a silver metallic dress. I'm like, it's cute, but she could have done more. I'm going to do some blush and highlight. I'm going to go in with this blush, the kind of peachy toned one, and I'm going to do this white highlight to, give me that snatched effect. Hold up. This blush is like a little bit pink, and I normally don't really like pink blushes, but hold up. That is gorgeous. I just might have found my new favorite blush. It's on the Plastique Tiara side of it. It's fierce. Oh, baby, this blush is fierce like fierce-alicious, baby. Oh, my God. Plastique tiara, you did not have to snap that hard, baby. Ooh. Next up we had Miss Fiercelicious, and she came out as a village woman that turned into Josephine Baker, and she looked so gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, oh baby, this highlight. Ooh, this highlight. But she looked so gorgeous. I absolutely loved her Josephine Baker look. It was so beautiful, and honestly, anytime a drag queen does a Josephine Baker look, I eat it up. Especially the banana look. That banana look is so iconic, and I see so many drag queens do that look all the dang time. I'm really just layering on highlight. I'm really layering on this highlighter, y'all. I love that blinding glow. And here's the secret to behind the blinding glow. We just layer up the highlighter. And then lastly, in this category, we had Kimmy Couture, and she came out first as a blank grinder profile and then revealed into this crazy drag queen club kid look, which, to be honest, I did not fully understand, but she looked good, so I'm not gonna complain. But I feel like at this point in the ball is definitely where Kimmy started to struggle because, spoiler alert, she was lip syncing for her life this episode and she freaking turned it in that lip sync. We will talk about it. But I just thought that Kimmy was, I don't know, this just wasn't her best episode. Y'all, I am feeling this highlight. Honestly, the blush, the bronzer, and the highlight, y'all need to go grab this palette. It is so good. Oh my god. Kimberly, you better work. You better work, bitch. Alrighty, so we went ahead and finished up the base, and we're gonna go ahead and start the eyeshadows and get into the final category, which was Masquerade Eleganza, which they had to create a masquerade gown that matched the masquerade mask that they were given. And some of these girls had some good looks. Some of them were alright. But we will go ahead and get into that right now. First up, we had the winner of the challenge, Miss Fiercelicious, and I loved the look that she created. Her mask was very fun. It was very kind of basic masquerade, and she really turned the party with this look. Granted, she does not know how to sew. She is a hot glue gun girl. And baby, she hot glued this stuff together and it looked so good. I mean, I lived for that moment whenever Brooke was like, I want one. And then Fiercelicious was like, no, I'll make you one. And then Brooklyn was like, no. And then Giselle was like, I'll make you one. And Brooklyn was like, yeah, that sounds good. That was so funny. But yeah, Fiercelicious really turned it this episode. I was not expecting that from her. And also, Fiercelicious winning the ball after being in the bottom week 1, iconic. Next up we have our recently eliminated Miss Vivian Vanderpuss, and she was going for a tuxedo type of look, and I honestly lived for it. She didn't look as bad as I thought that she was going to. Whenever I heard she was going for like tuxedo, I got a little bit scared, not gonna lie. Oh my god, it is hot in here. I did get a little bit scared whenever she said that she was gonna do a tuxedo because I was like, oh, how is she gonna make that work? I don't know. But she turned it. It is sad that she got sent home, but it is that point in the competition where they are splitting hairs to see who goes home and who stays because everybody is just so good. I mean, we had Fierce winning a design challenge. Like, what? Next up, we had Jada Shada Hudson, and I thought she looked so gorgeous tonight. She had a black and gold mask, and she was playing with the black and gold color scheme. And I absolutely love how it looked. Granted that she cannot sew, she turned that out. Like, whenever I saw her on the runway, I was like, oh my god, like, is that Jada? Jada sewed that? Jada made that? That is impressive because we know we've seen her struggle. We've seen her excel and struggle in design challenges. Like, the first week she was in the top and she was amazing, and then that last one that they did whenever they all had the same materials, she was in the bottom for it. And I don't know, Jada's like up and down with design challenges, which I think is kind of funny. Oh yeah, I am living for this eyeshadow right now. Ooh. Next up we had Kimmy Couture, and she was given a yellow or a pink feather mask, which she wasn't too happy about. And then she was going with this gold and yellow color scheme, which low-key kind of reminded me of her promo look, not gonna lie. I was getting a little bit of those vibes from it, but it's okay. I mean, the look itself was a little bit crunchy. She did do what Chaos did. That did get Chaos sent home. She was basically cutting and folding and layering paper together, and that's what got Chaos sent home. And that is not what got Kimmy Couture sent home, because Kimmy Couture slayed the lip sync, mama. Oh my god. I was not ready for the ultimate slayage that Kimmy was going to give in that lip sync, because I was getting my gay life, baby. But I'm going to need them to bring Miss Kimmy Couture up on All Stars to be a lip sync assassin, because every lip sync that she has done this season has been iconic. I mean, iconic. She is such a good lip syncer, and honestly, so was Isis. I mean, the House of Couture, I guess you just gotta be a fierce lip syncer to be up in there, because, oh baby, they was turning it. Oh my god, y'all, I am sweating so bad. It is so hot. I got these lights on me. I'm already sweating. It is hot in Texas. Ooh, y'all, I'm going through it. Ooh, come on, smoky eyes. Come on now. Ooh. And then last but not least, we had Giselle Lullaby, which she looked absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. She was giving me all the Cinderella I could possibly need. It was so beautiful. Yes, there were like unfinished seams and hems and stuff like that, but she was spending a lot of the time helping all the other girls out, which I do love when a queen does, because, you know, it shows that we're not all bitches. But yeah, I really thought that Giselle looked so gorgeous. I loved the mint green with the red hair. I mean, gosh. Honestly, Giselle is my winner. Like, straight up, she is my winner. Her and Kimmy, we better. We better. Alrighty, so I went ahead and finished up the eyes. We look so good, y'all. Also, I'm just noticing that my creases aren't even. Other than that, we look very good. The eyebrows, baby. These are like the best eyebrows I've drawn in a minute. So let's take a minute. Let's take it all in. Period. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips really quick, and I will be right back. Alrighty, you guys. So we went ahead and did the lips. We look so hot, y'all. I'm completely living for this look. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes, the wig and outfit, and my titties, and I will be right back. Alright, you guys, so here is the final look. We look so nice, hot, and sexy. We got the boobies today. I was gonna do this black wig, but I put it on and I hated how it looked on me, so... Because I did this like big old teased one. It looked like big old pageant hair, but whenever I put it on, it just looked like a big old like bird's nest in my head. So yeah, we're also looking glowy because we are sweating. These freaking lights, and it is so hot in Texas, y'all. Ooh. Whew, y'all, I am burning up. But y'all, we look so nice, hot, and sexy. We look like we are the belle of the ball. And yeah, we look so good. Ooh. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, because I'm gonna hurry up and film all this, because I am way too hot to be doing this. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Bye. God, I can't wait to take all that off.